down. One more time.
There.
They let us back again, y'all, so we can do it one more time. Yeah.
It's cold outside. It's almost Christmas.
Almost. Yeah, it's gonna sneak up on you.
Oh yeah.
These months are going by so fast. It's just kind of good that 2020 leaving up out of here. It's kind of rough, 2020 a little rough, y'all.
Rough. December 31st.
It's gonna be rough.
What? At 11:50.
Oh.
It's gonna be a lot of people.
What? Oh.
A lot of people drinking.
Fasting and praying. What?
No, I'm drinking.
Okay.
This year has tore everybody up. So
we catching it. Just a little taste. So yeah, we came on just a little early, y'all.
Like we always do.
Yeah, because we got to make sure stuff is working, it's in order, So yeah, before we kick it off, we're gonna wait till 6. We got just another minute.
Hey girl.
Who we got?
Delisha.
Hey, Miss Delisha. Glad you tuned in this evening. Thank you for giving us your time.
Don't make me catch a flight.
Oh yeah, where is she?
No, inside joke. Inside joke.
Okay.
I'm gonna start using that. That's cute.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
That's cool. So it was great today.
It was gloomy today.
But this is my kind of weather. But other than the gray, y'all, because I like it when it cool off. I love fall.
It's my
love fall, y'all. I mean, but if y'all like that,
99,
that's what's
that
up.
It's fall.
Do your thing, because that ain't my thing.
It's my favorite time of year. All my clothes are fall. Even some of my summer clothes are fall clothes. Sorry, I tried to sneak them in.
How was your energy today?
So I started back working, and I think it's emotionally draining to get back to the service industry people. It's a lot, y'all. Like, we love y'all as customers, but like behind the scenes, we have lives too. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. And I just forgot how interesting people are.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know how you forgot that.
I mean, it's because I haven't been that close to people like that in a long time. So
what's a long time?
Consistently like that?
Yeah.
For a couple months.
I mean, yeah, but
but I was in this, like when I'm in the service industry, I'm in it. Like that's what I do. Like I'm 6 days a week type. So yeah. I haven't.
But it only been like 4 months. Something like that.
I have not worked since March.
March?
Yeah.
So that's 4. So we at 10, 6 months.
Yeah. To me, that's almost a year to me.
Right. No. That's
a long.
It's quite a while. It's quite a while.
So yeah.
All right. So I go ahead. Whoever comes on, when y'all get on YouTube, let us know you're there. Up. Shoot us something out. Hey, yeah, let us know you're there with us so we can acknowledge you. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start off my monologue. We had a men's meeting yesterday. It was intense. It was monumental.
Grounding.
It was enlightening. It was intuitive. It was retrospective. It was progressive.
A lot. And
overall, it had a negative tone to it, though. Like the meeting itself was not positive. But at the end of the day, because we talking about this mental health piece, right? How they're gonna use barbershop as therapy centers. And I had the opportunity to talk to a plethora of men in many different states. We've done the research for the last 10 years. So a lot of times men don't like to talk. So this is what we do. So they tend to come to the barbershop and they unpack a lot of things. What you want to say something?
Is it not that they don't like to, or they don't know how to?
Well, when it comes to emotional, deep, detailed situations with their relationships, whether it be the wife, the daughter, the mom, dad, whichever the angle is coming from, we tend to we're not taught.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's
so
what I was.
You said y'all don't like to do it.
I mean, because when you're not taught to do it, it's probably something that you wouldn't enjoy off the top. Because that's a very sensitive.
To skydive.
Yeah. So no. Yeah. So you that's the difference, because if you enjoy it, like skydiving seems exciting to you, whether you've done it or not.
But it's also
it doesn't seem. Yeah, right. But that's what makes it exciting.
It's a thrill.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but for men, it's not exciting to expose yourself, your personal.
Right, because you weren't taught to.
Well, no. I'm saying it's not exciting to us. Period. Like We don't just get a kick out of digging deep into our emotions and pulling our heart out our chest and putting it on the table. That's just not something that men are excited about. Now, will we do it? Absolutely, we do it all the time. But for us, that's just not something that we just want to jump out here and get on. So that the men's meeting was really, really good. We unpacked the situation that was there was really involving me and somebody else. It was really about us, but we had some buffers and some mediators there. So, it got intense. So, hey, what's going on? That's Miss Candace, that's wifey. So we unpacked it.
The sugar bandit.
Yeah. No, not you. Watch yourself, not her. She ain't never eat no sugar. Like y'all, people be breaking in our house stealing stuff.
Listen,
it's something
we try
else.
to catch them.
We can't never get them.
But
they good.
Shout out to those vegan cookies. I can forget the name.
Natural something.
Yeah, it's like nature something.
Yeah, nature.
And, and it's like we went through 2 boxes in 3 days, like literally. So,
but it's not a lot of them either, though. But yeah, it's like.
I mean, yeah, but it's still we go through.
That's a lot.
It's like 4. It's like we don't.
It's not a sweet eating house.
So it's a great alternative because I want to get Oreos.
Yeah, don't do it.
I want to get the Snickerdoodle. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to get those, but I'm just like, let me make the best option.
Right.
Out of a
so but here go the thing though. It's so make the best choice you can make, and then when you go to the left, you can get the Oreos or the Snickerdoodle, but you don't want to make that the thing.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
More times than not, I try to make the better choice because when I do fall off, I don't want to binge. Yeah. And it'd be a long time for me to get back to where I need to be. So.
Oh, here we go. Don't comment on it. Don't touch that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let them read it for themselves. Don't do it.
My name is Ray Charles.
Don't touch it. Let that go. Yeah.
You know what? We'll do a challenge. Just date it, get the receipt, put it on the refrigerator, and see.
When people when they
Oreos are vegan.
No.
Yeah, I think they are.
Are they? Okay,
they can't be vegan because the cream.
Yeah, what does that cream come from?
They can't be vegan.
Where does it come from? They may know. They probably researched it if they said it. So yeah, explain that, y'all. We would like to know.
Yeah, if they are vegan, let us know.
Yeah.
They are vegan. So where does the cream? Okay, we'll have to look that up.
So who made that comment?
Delisha.
Okay.
Huh. I've never seen my vegan friend eat them though.
Delisha, when you get out of COVID, what's gonna be one of the first things you're gonna want to do not normally, like stuff that you used to do that you're not doing? What's something that you're gonna want to do regularly?
Wait, ask her again. Wait.
Okay, Delisha.
It's coming back in and out.
Oh.
So if you're asking her,
she's not
Delisha, hearing it.
During it.
When it pops back up, then I'll cue.
Okay.
All
right, cool. So I'll go back over here. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so we had the meeting, and we need to definitely we have this thing coming, y'all. It's a big push for these barbershops to start being used as therapy centers. So now I want to tell you guys how we plan to do this. So we want to let y'all understand this part. Barbershops get a bad reputation, okay? So I'm talking about professionals. I trained over a couple hundred myself. So I'm telling you, there are some professional shops out there. It's not all about, that hustler pool table dude sitting around cussing. I didn't have cussing in my barbershop. I didn't allow it because I had professional men and mature men. So when we saw women and children, that's not what was going on in the shop. But when they left, then it was wide open. But they didn't get to see that in my shop, okay, because I had a professional establishment with professionals. So you're going to draw what you put out. That energy goes where it flows. So if you put that type of negative energy out, you're going to get those type of people. So I didn't put out that energy. So they're going to take these barbershops and they're going to, because all the men, of course, are there. So we do from the homeless up to the multimillionaire, so all of the like in between. So we're going to put this out here, and we're going to take some of this research. We're going to take the study of emotions, the study of the brain. We're going to talk about childhood trauma, so we can start seeing the commonality, because we think that it's different on the surface, but at the core, it's all the same. Most of us do have childhood trauma. That's where most of the dysfunction comes from. So we're going to really dig deep into that. So y'all going to see some things coming up here real soon. So we're going to post it, of course, on YouTube and Instagram, and let y'all kind of see the progress and let y'all know what's going on. So we got therapists, psychiatrists, psychologists, life coaches. All of these people going to come on and try to help us unpack some of this stuff and give us some tools and resources so we can solve some of these problems with our families and our children. Okay. Yeah.
Go back to Delisha. She said
Miss Delisha.
She said the mall and restaurants.
The mall.
I need to see some new faces.
What? So is that so? Do you do the mall for what is that? What y'all call it? Was that retail therapy, or you go to the mall because it's just that woman thing you like to do?
Or people watch.
Okay. Let's whatever she say. Let's see what she said.
It's a great way to people watch.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
When I used to be at work and we were not busy, I'd be like, that's crazy. Just people watch.
All right, so okay, I want to start off. We're gonna start off the demand segment excerpt of the show. So just in case, if it's your first time watching, because we have a lot of videos, somebody's gonna tune in for the first time and say, "What is demand?"
Welcome.
So demand is we take the D. What did she say?
All of the above.
Oh, okay. So demand is we take the D off of dad and the I off of Iman, and we call this portion of the show demand. So just where I ask her questions and she tells me how she felt as a young person or a teenager, and then she shows her growth and how it progressed into her being a young woman now. And then I tell her what I saw as a young father, and then my progression and what I learned from her and how I matured to be a mature father at this point. Okay, so what was your favorite song when you were a teenager? Your favorite song?
Chris Brown, Run It. It's your man on the phone.
Okay, yeah.
Let me know. You can run it.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to.
You were, but like it was just very.
Okay.
Yeah, Run It.
All right. So now, how do you view that song now that you have matured?
It's different. It's like a, because now I hear the acoustics. Now I actually hear the music. And I can enjoy it. Like I understand what he's saying. Like, you know. Like,
so it's not just a song now.
Yeah, it's like it's life. You know, it's your man on the floor. Let me know. Hey, if he ain't here, why you alone? Okay, let me slide in for a quick second. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, because you didn't hear all that as a teenager.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, okay, Chris Brown.
Yeah, so what I heard on that song is I heard a nice. You know, I like music because Barry White is my favorite. The Maestro is my favorite singer and musician. So when I heard that, I heard an excellent beat, and I saw a young brother that was out there doing this thing that was ahead of his time, being the genius at what he do. That's what I saw. And then not progressing, I just still see a young talent that was doing this thing, and he's still in the game. Yes. And he was then what I know he could be today. Mm-hmm. That's what I saw. All right. What was considered a good day when you was a teenager? What was a good day?
Laughing in school, like.
All right.
Enjoying class. That's really it, you know. And eating cookies.
So that on the friends, just with your friends kicking it?
Yeah, because
cutting up,
in school at Hillsborough, there were these cookies that came in a little plastic bag.
These cookies.
And they like.
It was a thing.
Like when I tell you, you know how like you break a cookie and the chocolate chips, it just every single time.
Every time.
I will buy them in bulk.
So wait, they were made fresh, or this was like a prepackaged?
They were made fresh.
Okay.
And it was like
So somebody was making them at the school.
Yeah, okay. And I never got to know who it was, but it was a thing.
Y'all had that little donut shop there too.
That was next door.
Yeah. What was the name of donut?
Donut Den.
Oh yeah.
Still to this day.
Yeah.
I just can't go out there because it's.
Yeah, it's kind of far.
A little drive.
Yeah.
Just a tad.
All right. So now how do you see those?
See the cookies.
Who was that?
Delicious.
Oh, she said it.
Because we went to high school together.
Oh,
yeah, we went to high school together.
I was gonna say she don't know.
Yes, you remember they used to come in the plastic.
Oh no, I know she remember if she was there.
And we used I forgot how much they were, but I remember I always buy them.
She gonna remember what? Alicia, how much was it? I bet you she knows.
I want to say like
she remember.
Maybe $1 or something like that. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So how do you see those cookies now? We're waiting on Alicia to hit us.
I see them as like a buffer. Like if I knew two of my friends were beefing or something, we'd share a cookie. Or, you know, that cookie might have meant like an icebreaker in a new class. You met a new colleague or whatever, that kind of thing. I think it was more than the cookie. It was an experience. Right. So whoever was making that cookie was making it with love.
Right.
And it was 50 cents.
Bill. She don't know. Delisha don't know.
Yeah.
I knew she was gonna know what it was.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I knew she was gonna know.
That's why I used to buy them in bulk because they were 50 cents. Yes. So it was like a little treat, you know? It's like a little incentive for people to talk to you.
All right.
So yeah. Shout out to those cookies.
Shout out to the lady or the person that made those cookies.
Yeah, but
shout out.
Yeah.
All right. So now you see those. You see those cookies. It was like a connector.
Buffer. Yeah, they were connected.
Like when you break bread with family or you break bread with friends, you build memories. So the cookies was just something that build memories for you. And like she's on here now, and she probably like, oh yeah, because if she can get some now, she'll probably pay $3.
I would listen. I would pay $25 for like a box of them. I would, because they were just that good, and there was never a time. Well, let me say, consistently. Let me not say never. It was consistently. They had the same texture, the same taste. In the cafeteria, yeah, girl, we right. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so we got to do a show one day, because y'all can go over that high school thing. That's next generation conversation. We could do that, Miss Delisha.
Yeah.
Let's see. When you were young, when you were a teenager, was communication important? As a teenager, did you value communication as being important, or was it just something that people did?
It's just
something.
Yeah, it's just
okay.
You learn English. You took your phone.
It's just how you communicate. So communication wasn't the thing. It was just the language that you use to get your point across. So now, how do you view communication as a young woman?
It lets people know how to treat you, how they're not going to treat you. It sets the tone for your life. So if you're not a good communicator, you're probably not a consistently on your stuff. Because if you can't communicate well, that means you got a whole bunch of other
You'll be limited in some areas. I can see that.
Yes.
So when you were younger, I saw communication as something that we were trying to teach you and give you resources and tools so you can build on that. So y'all learned Japanese, and then y'all got off into Spanish, and so then I wanted a little
German.
Yeah.
Just a tad.
Okay, so then I wanted you to see how those different components was going to impact you and affect you later on in your adult life, like now. So that's what I saw when I saw communication as a young father trying to teach you and your sister. So now, as an adult, how do you view communication? Oh, I'm sorry. So because it's my turn. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm telling you what I saw. Yes. So now, as a more mature father, I see communication as a staple in your 85% of most of your relationships is based off of communication. Communication is hearing, listening, and understanding, and then being able to listen to hear and not to respond, and then responding in a way where you can connect with the person that you're talking to. That's what I see communication as right now. So that's why I was trying to give you those tools and those skills back then. Okay. When you were a teenager, what was your view on politics as a teenager? Whatever that was.
Something we learned in school.
Okay, there you go. It wasn't even real. It was like in a book. All right. Okay, that's what's up.
Black and white. You turn the page. You read out loud. Take a paragraph.
Right, and that's it. Because it didn't affect you. It was no impact on you whatsoever.
And then we kind of learned it in school when you had to vote for homecoming court and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because that was politics. They would make flyers. They would talk to people, but it wasn't to the level of
student council. Yeah.
If this person is homecoming queen, she gonna affect how lunch is done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So it wasn't there was no consequence, no impact.
Yeah. And now it's just.
So what I saw politics when you were younger, I saw it. I just left it alone. I didn't really get into that too tough. I didn't with y'all. I didn't. I presented certain things. I laid it out there so you can pick up and grab whatever you would like. I didn't force nothing on you. So how do you view politics now as a young woman?
I think it's just patterns. Yeah.
Unpack that.
It's just. It's just patterns that we have consistently tried to fight for and understand, but there's a system in place that won't allow you to change it until the people change it.
Okay.
So it's a pattern.
All right.
So
now I see politics as a two-headed machine. I see two different sides at the end of the day with the same agenda, because 90% of the people will never really feel the positive effects of what's happening in politics. So when I say that, I'm saying the upper echelon, the rich, the people who are well-to-do, they can feel the impact of change. But 90% of the people will never understand politics and the real serious consequences of it because they're going to usually be poor, disenfranchised, and put out.
Uninformed.
Put out at the end of the day. Yeah. When you were a teenager, how was the way that you view people important? The way that you viewed people, the way that people viewed you. How important was that when you were a teenager?
It was everything.
It was everything.
Literally.
Peer pressure.
It was like first day of school. Your outfit gotta be crisp. It gotta be new and clean.
You couldn't get y'all new clothes. So how'd that work out for you?
We did.
We got new clothes?
Yeah.
And y'all must have stolen them because we didn't.
Because we had to go to JCPenney. We had to get these specific jeans because both of us were tall. We had to go to American Eagle. Like it was a thing. Like we had to order our jeans. Like
I remember that.
We were taller than.
Ask me how I remember.
Yes.
Yeah. We couldn't just shop off the rack.
Yeah. Shout out to American Eagle for that.
That's right.
Extra long legs.
Yeah.
Extra long. Still shop there to this day. Y'all feeling yourselves just a little bit.
I used to shop at American Eagle.
I know.
When I was a teenager.
I know why you stopped. Because you could probably still fit their jeans. They're regular jeans.
Yeah, no, because everything's skinny now. So.
I said regular jeans.
Oh, okay.
You're talking about a specific type of jean.
All right.
Regular, like boot cut jean, you could probably wear them. You just choose not to.
There you go.
Because that environment, you're a little prideful. You think it's...
I'm old school.
A little prideful.
So if you could be 15 and shop there, I'm not going there. It's like Forever 21. When
you would do it online. Anybody gotta know?
But no one has you can see it.
Who's gonna see if you deliver it to the house?
It's a cut.
You wear your shirt so big, no one is looking at your pockets. How they gonna know? We'll wait. All right. I'm just saying.
Okay.
You ain't wearing. You're not tucking in your shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. So now, the way that people view you, how important is that today? How important is that today? How people view you?
I could care less. Because I'm gonna be me regardless. I posted something last night on Instagram, and I said, "You can't glow up on me and I not be happy for you because I taught you what you know now." So I have learned that I'm just a vessel for people to learn. So I don't care how you feel about me because you came through me at some point. So what you think about me is your thoughts, not mine. Because I set stuff in place, planted seeds. So how you feel about me, that is a personal choice. If you mad at me, it's because you haven't dealt with something. It made a couple people mad. But
so what I saw when you were younger, I was trying to teach you that you don't have many friends and you all were in training as a young father. So I didn't want you to put too much stock into what people thought about you because at the end of the day, it's going to change and they're going to grow and you're going to grow.
They were there for a reason.
Yeah. Everything is a stepping stone. It's a growth process. So you can't get to the top of the mountain unless you start at the bottom and then you go through the incline. So you got to do it. So that's the same thing.
No one said I walked down Mount Everest.
Right. Exactly. Right.
I walked down Mount. They're going to be like.
Because when you get to the top, the only place you can go is down. Yeah. There you go. So now.
Shout out to people that have done that, walked up Mount Everest.
You said that you don't really care because people.
They go through me at some point.
As far as.
So you felt me at some point. How you choose to perceive that is on you.
So now I was thinking about how people viewed you. I was just wanting you to understand that people view you through their filter.
All right.
Filter.
If you're mad, it's because you haven't dealt with something.
A filter extracts the things that you do that won't. A perception comes from his or her reality. From their dysfunctions is what they experienced through their childhood that led them up to that day. And then their trauma. So the trauma and the dysfunctions, the filters and all that stuff works together. So now as a young woman, I want you to understand that when people view you, they looking at you through their lens. And so perception is going to be their reality. That don't mean that's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
So I try to give you those tools and resources to understand that perception is reality. That don't make it so because they see it. Yeah. Okay, that's too much.
Just a little.
Oh,
It's all your answers are
I'm sorry.
very.
All right, so let's move on. So that means let's move on.
Hot.
So, when you were a teenager, excuse me. Oh, now we're gonna go back to your childhood. You were not a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
How far back was your first fun childhood memory that you could remember? The first one you could go as far back as you can. Say, I remember this day, and this is what happened. That was fun.
I don't know whose birthday it was.
All right.
We were at Auntie Marilyn's house.
Yeah, you
Barney.
Oh.
And somebody else was there.
Okay.
Like that, like the day. Like I remember the day. Like I remember going in the kitchen getting juice. I remember going outside playing. I remember being in that little nap room or that bonus room that she had, and that's where the games were played. It was just, I remember that day. It's like from us getting there, cousins getting there, us getting out the car, that kind of thing. Yeah, because we was young back then. We was.
So I want to. Miss Candace said. She's talking to the last.
Good point. Their lens is their reality of whether it is true or not. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now back. So my aunt had a daycare.
Yes.
At her house, and so she had like 15, 20 kids or whatever, how many was there. So I took my daughters over there because I wanted to support my family. What I saw in her first memories was I wanted to support my family.
Well, no, that was a family function. That was a cousin's birthday party.
I know it, but I'm telling you why that was there, how it all unfolded.
Okay.
Because she had a daycare, and I wanted to support her, and that led to that, right? So it was about family for me, which catapulted itself into that day with Barney. So,
which I don't know why most of us were scared. Like it was, I guess, because when you see something in real life
and it's on TV,
it's larger than life. It's you like, no.
Yeah.
But I embraced Elmo. Listen.
That's not. We ain't talking about that right now.
No, mine was Big Bird.
And Elmo.
No, Corinne had Elmo.
You had two.
No, one of us. Both of us didn't have two.
Because one of y'all did. I got it on camera. I got it on camera.
Okay.
I was there. Listen. Not only was I there,
I'm not upset. Okay.
I borrowed some money to pay the people.
Cool.
Listen, Big Bird pulled up in the Cadillac.
Right, and
you hear what I'm trying to tell you?
That was Corinne's birthday.
If Big Bird driving the caddy, I was in the wrong business. I'm just saying.
One of us had one.
Cadillac. And then it was two.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Because
Right,
Corinne didn't like, she wasn't.
Right, it was one.
Oh, okay. So we'll watch the tape.
Go ahead, bring it.
Because I can't make it up, right?
Oh.
Just saying. Okay. So, all right. So back to where are we? So you.
Now, if there's two.
Two what?
On him, but if it's one in that video.
So that was your first childhood memory. And I told you what I saw.
I skipped over that.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead. My first childhood memory.
Yeah, right. So now, as a young woman, what do you see?
I see family love. Like it was just, we were all looking at each other like, should we embrace this beast or like looking at our parents like, why would you subject us to something like this? And then we just had a really good time. So yeah, it was just family. I wonder how many of my cousins actually remember that because that was cool.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't bad though.
So what I saw was I saw us trying to give our children something we didn't have.
Yeah.
I saw us trying to give our children some experiences that we knew they would like, but y'all really couldn't process it. So I think that we made some mistakes in that. Because like you said, a lot of kids didn't like it. So it should have stayed on the TV because it costs a lot to have that character come to your house.
Because we was in the same room. Like,
right, that's what I mean.
If we was to walk up on it, like if it was like a event at Belle Isle or something, that's totally different. Because then we had a choice. We have a choice.
Miss Candace said Elmo all day. So Elmo was at the crib and Ren wasn't feeling Elmo.
Yeah, Corinne had Elmo and I had Big Bird.
She wasn't feeling him at all. Okay.
Because I remember I had on a blue, plaided, and gold little outfit. Green.
Blue and, yes.
Okay, we had a little gold though. Like it had
No. I got no.
It had no
blue.
Gold. It had no gold in it.
No.
There was nothing sparkly. Okay. I said okay. Cool.
Okay. Yeah. So this is why we do this, y'all. Mm-hmm. Because I say what she see and what I saw, my perspective is different.
So it was blue and what?
Green.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's on tape.
And
It's
nothing
right.
sparkly.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. On you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
All right.
Because it was a lot of sparkly stuff around in the room, but
okay.
I'm not gonna say on you.
You're the parent.
So I'm gonna say no. I'm standing on that. So we're gonna review the tape, y'all. We'll let y'all know,
Cool.
and y'all hit us back and let us know what y'all think. Because the next generation conversation, this is why we do this. Because what she saw and what I saw, two totally different things. All right. So we're gonna move on. That's cool. Let's do it.
Sure.
All right.
Don't we always?
No, we can stay here. You want to stay here?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So say you. All right. Making sure it ain't about me. All right. So when you were a teenager, did you understand the significance of those teenage years? When you were a teenager, did you understand how important they were? Okay. So what did you see when you was a teenager?
I mean, I was in on my.
Right. I want to show the growth rate. So tell me what.
I just saw. I didn't want to be like what I saw in the movies, like the girl that was always seen. However you want to take that. I don't want to be that chick because I see them now and I'm like, that's cute. Oh, you're adorable. So yeah, I was just really just trying to stay out the way. And I mean, I got my feelings hurt a lot of times because I was out of the way. But I didn't understand the importance of it. But now I do. Like now I understand it.
So now as a young woman, you understand what about your teenage years? What do you understand?
They were stepping stones to who I am now.
I say pillars, huge pillars.
Yeah, stepping stones.
To make you who you
it's
are
like the
today.
Steps to the Parthenon.
Yeah, man. So those are the formidable years.
Yeah.
Those are the years
Stupid years.
But that creates your character.
It does. So,
because if I go back and I erase your teenage years, who would you be, right? Because you got to come from something. Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what I saw from your teenage years, I said, wow. I said, these are the formidable years. This is going to create.
Nothing. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's nothing serious.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Go ahead.
That meant something.
No, it didn't.
All right. So I was like, okay, this is going to shape her into who she's going to be. So I want to give her tools and resources, y'all, to help her become the person or the woman that she's going to be today. So that's what I saw in her teenage years. Now, as I mature as a father, I see the teenage years as I should have had more information. I could have done it differently. I could have had more women around. I could have,
which is not a bad thing.
Yeah, no, because there were women around, but I didn't ask enough questions. Yeah. I wasn't as involved as I could have been, but now I have.
I think it was.
I'm more intuitive. I can see it now. It's hindsight.
Now it was so much. You were just so worried about the protection side of it.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't see the current moment, how we were feeling as females. You only saw it as a dad. I gotta save her. I gotta protect her. Gotta be like this. But sometimes we just needed you to just.
That's it. Okay, you gotta stop talking because it's going to my next question. You gotta stop. But that's good what you're doing.
Okay.
No, because you can mess up the next question. It's coming. All right.
You could have just said, okay, leading to the next question. All right, go ahead.
No. I'm sorry. Leading into the next question.
But I'm saying
because that was a very good answer.
I don't stop you when you get deep, but go ahead.
Because you're gonna mess up. Please. I want you to elaborate.
Next question, please.
Yes, thank you.
Like the judge.
Thank you for correcting me. I appreciate you so much that your tact and the way that you approach things is really different and you've elevated. Thank you. So
don't try this at home, daughters.
When you thought as a teenager, you thought
pause.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Just let me talk to daughters real quick. You're gonna get to the point where you can mock your dad. Not mock, but you can mimic him so well that other people are just gonna bust out laughing because
it's hilarious.
And you and your sister good at that. And you're gonna do it naturally.
We need to do a show. But y'all can't do it.
It has to be like a hidden camera.
Yeah. It's because y'all do. That's good.
Because you don't know how much you're watching.
That's
your
hilarious.
dad,
That's hilarious.
In a moment,
that's good for real.
You are him, and you're not even gonna be able to control it because we'll see people and they're like, oh my God, you look so much like your dad. And I'm like, really? But then some people will say, oh,
you
you
took a
look
blood
like,
test and it came back negative.
you look like you look like your dad right now. And then there have been a couple times recently here where I have literally done his mannerisms, his voice, the whole 9 yards to a T. And it scared me because I was like, wow, like that's really how.
Did you say it on tape before?
I don't think so.
I need to tape you.
I don't know.
Because you did it the other day. It was hilarious.
It's kind of scary.
No, it was pretty. Listen, you know I give it up when you're good at it. I give it to you.
It's weird.
That was good. It was like 3-4 days ago.
Yeah, and then I did it the other night.
That's what I'm saying. It was like recent. I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but it was like within a week. I've done it twice.
It was. So hilarious.
I was like,
I got to get. I like a good one.
Yeah, I didn't
know.
When
it's good. I give it to you.
I didn't know that I was paying that much attention.
That's what's up.
And then when it came down to it, literally, y'all, like every tone, face structure, all of it. So trust me, daughters, you're gonna do it. Whether you do it in front of him or not, somebody gonna be talking to you, and you just it's gonna happen. It's gonna be natural. So
don't do it. Don't do it.
He's listening. He gonna bust out laughing.
Because he know he do. He know he do it. Okay.
Next question.
When you were a teenager, you thought that growing up to become a woman meant what? When you were a teenager,
seeing what I saw with my mom, my aunts, and my grandmothers.
That's what you thought growing to a woman would be?
Yes.
So now what was that? As a teenager, you saw
being always available and ready for whatever. Like good. Both of my grandmas always had stuff in their refrigerators to make meals, not snacks, like meals. My mom was always ready to, if someone wanted us to spend the night, we always had like a bag or something. My aunts, we would always have gatherings at their house. So as a child, I always automatically assumed they had it. I didn't see the grocery store run, the liquor run, the phone calls, who they had to mend relationships with to make people get there. You know what I'm saying? Like the behind the scenes stuff. I just knew that I always needed to be ready for whatever. Excuse me.
So now that you are a young woman,
it's a lot more work.
Okay, go unpack it.
Like one day I was cooking dinner and my dad was like, I'm gonna throw a monkey wrench in your plan. I just had to learn to adapt. Just had to just do it. We had a plan. I had to have another plan. So, now I'm understanding that sometimes I'm going to have to be the middle ground for people. So if I have two friends that aren't friends, but they want to be friends again, my house has to be the safe house and bring them together and mend those relationships and be more of a nurturer. And I saw that as a child. Now I understand what that means. Like building a home with love. You just feel it. You know a difference between a house and a home. Now I know what it takes to make a home.
I'm trying to kick knowledge. That ain't what we do here.
Shout out to my aunts, my grandmas, and my mom.
Okay, that's what's up.
Oh, geez.
Listen, that's true that those older ladies always got some meals hiding somewhere.
Yeah, like even like my auntie got a deep freezer. Most of my aunts have like stocked meats,
canned goods, some stuff in the freezer.
Yeah, so if you
could pull out, it been sitting.
Right, so if you're hungry,
you
gonna get more than a snack.
Yeah, you gonna eat.
And even then, it's like, oh well, here's $20 to go run up the street and go get something. It's not like, oh, we'll figure it out. It's like, okay, well, let me feed you. So that's it.
All right. So these questions are really good because we halfway through the show, so I gotta keep it moving. I ain't gonna give you my side. I want you to answer. So what was your view of Africa when you were a teenager? What did you see? What Africa was what?
Africa was a continent that was not talked about enough. It just seemed so bad. Like it was just portrayed as in books, I'm trying to remember how it was portrayed. It was just portrayed as the Atlantic slave trade ports.
When you were
good.
Yeah, as a teenager.
That's what I.
So how do you see it now?
Oh, got a whole tattoo about it.
Talk about
I have a whole
unpack that
tattoo, which was the original cross It signifies the male and female energies to create life. Don't just not just.
We'll go into that later, but
yeah, I mean, yes.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
It
later.
doesn't just take one.
But yes.
So, and I have the pyramids, which are sources of energy, light, all that, and it's just a source for our planet. That's how I view it now. If I'll spend money on it to put it on my body, it's important. Like I remember, I got it.
We could do a whole show on it though. We could do a whole show on your. Yeah, so you got to do that. So we're gonna take your tattoos and we're gonna do a whole show on that.
On my tattoos or a tattoo?
No, your tattoos. Period. Like
cool.
How
That's
you?
Cool.
Yeah.
Cause I'm about to get another one.
All right. So did you understand?
It's his face right here.
So did you understand feminine energy when you were a teenager?
I knew it. I didn't understand it. Like I'll just speak specifically on Uncle Roy and Auntie Sandy. Right. As a child, I knew she had.
We don't like Uncle Roy and Auntie Sandy, by the way. We don't like them.
She had something about her.
They ain't nothing.
That would change the energy of the entire house.
Yeah.
Now I see it like she runs the show.
Like, because that's what it is. Yeah,
I mean he does too,
but no, they let each other.
Right.
They reciprocate, and they know what it is, and they don't fight about it. He love her, she love him. They reciprocate. It's a time he need to step up, and she'll step back, and then she'll step up, and he'll step back, and it works. Yes. Like that's 38 years. That's 38 years. Hey, yo, you better believe
that day was just surreal. Yeah, man. Most, how you see it in movies and honey, we're going on our anniversary dinner. Like that was real life. Everything played out how it was supposed to. Mm-hmm. But now I understand it because I know the importance of female energy. Yeah. In majority of the situations.
Because she don't never try to be masculine.
No.
She let him be the man.
That is the furthest thing she is.
So why did you sitting there, right?
Yes.
And he'd be like,
she don't. Yeah.
He'd be like, Sandy, what you want? And she'd be like, da-da-da-da-da-da. So he'd come in the kitchen, your auntie. And so it's so cool why he just do it.
They have a system.
Yeah. So we were there, right? Yes. And so we cooked breakfast that morning.
Yes. And he had to come down at a
he left his job. He said, nephew had to come home because, so my auntie had all this stuff to do when he came in the house. Now, understand, he had a whole lot to do. He left his job and came to the house because it was his anniversary. Mm-hmm. And then my aunt had all this stuff. So I just watched him jump in there and I knew what he did. Okay. Not that he didn't want to be with his wife. He just knew he didn't have a lot of time to do what he did, but he did it anyway. Yes. And that's what's important. Mm-hmm. That's important.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, let me keep going. We can be, that's a whole show.
Yeah, that's a whole nother show.
Yeah. All right. Did you overall see strong present fathers or absent unavailable fathers when you were a teenager? Would you see?
Trick question.
Yes. Oh no. Just whatever it was. Say what it was.
Okay, ask it again.
Did you overall, when you were a teenager, see strong present fathers or absent unavailable ones?
I saw unavailable, unequipped fathers. Right. I will spin that. When I say unequipped, they didn't have an example. And if you don't have a blueprint, what are you building on? It's like if I go try to build a house right now,
see,
it's gonna look real.
These good ones. We're gonna have to come back because
I think
I have like 10 more. No. So I want to get your answer. Did you want to end it right there?
Yeah, because I feel like it's getting.
It's getting.
Okay, cool.
Oh, you know me, Daddy did.
We will save it for Wednesday.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. We're gonna say that.
Shout out to this week. I needed to speed up. Whatever the universe feels I need to, I'm gonna let that happen.
You gonna tell her the show I'm doing?
Go ahead.
Okay, we want y'all to take this. We want you to test this. We want you to try this. Take it to the barbershop or take it to the hair salon. Take it to the job or take it to the church. Remember, you don't have to like it, believe it, or understand it. Sometimes you just have to respect it. This is the Clipper Dome Chronicles. Thank you. So we